I just filmed that sailboat going underneath the Newport, Oregon bridge. I'm gonna go down here and walk a couple miles in Old Town, Newport, Oregon. Pass out a few Bibles on park benches or whatever. Go to my playlist, I got boats. And you find all the boats videos I took so far, you know, in life. God is great, that's all I can say. I've always been fascinated how boats run through water like that. Look, these people are chasing Forrest Gump. Actually, that's funny. There's 4 guys chasing one girl. It looks funny. And she appears to be faster than them. Like she's the superstar of the track team or something. It looks like they're having trouble keeping up with her pace. She must have been jogging for a long time. Well, at that age, you only have to do it 3 or 4 years and you can get really fast. In the famous words of Forrest Gump, my idol, I could run like the wind blows. But of course, Forrest Gump didn't have a choice. They were chasing him. There's a whole bunch of people down there crabbing. I'm telling you, if I was homeless, I'd have a bicycle with a trailer on the back. And I would make a homemade wooden trailer that me and my dog could sleep in. You know, like 7 foot long by 3 foot wide, 3 foot high, just a box. And on top of the trailer, I'd have solar, a plug-in for my cell phone. I'd have a water filtering system, a shovel, an axe, a little cooker, and I would have one of those small crabbing pots where you just catch 2 or 3 crab at a time. I would have a fishing pole, a couple fishing poles. I mean, you could do everything I just said for less than $1,000. You say, well, a homeless guy doesn't have $1,000. Oh, sure. They got more money than, they got more extra money than you do. Look at that old Bronco. I hate to inform you, but they have more extra money than you do. You just don't want to hear about it. I mean, nobody wants to hear, you know, a homeless guy's got more extra cash than I got. I'm gonna walk around and film some of the boats here. I knew a homeless guy, but he was homeless on purpose. And I'm not making this up. This was 30 years ago. I knew him in another town in Iowa. This guy had $5,000 cash hidden inside his vest every day. And he would find like 1 day's of work a week. Now he was older than me. I was only like 28, and so he was like 48. I don't even know if he's alive, and he would work 1 day a week somewhere for someone for like $75 and clean their whole yard and everything. He had a dog with him. And this dog, if this guy clicked his fingers, this dog would tear you in half. But the whole rest of the time, it was the friendliest dog on earth. So the dog would only attack you if you were attacking the guy. And he looked like a homeless guy. Nobody thought he had $1 to his name. And you know how much $5,000 cash was in 1990 as a homeless man? And he traveled like 20 years all over the entire United States. He could tell you about Louisiana, all by hitchhiking for 20 years. He wasn't, a weirdo. He wasn't on drugs. He wasn't an alcoholic, but he drank a beer now and then, drank shots now and then. He'd go into a bar with his dog. And he'd never pull out more than $5 at a time. And he thought it was funny. He also knew like 10 magic tricks that you couldn't figure out. Really good ones with like cards or hand tricks or sleight of hand. And he'd walk into a bar and bet someone a round of drinks if they could figure the trick out. And then he got a free beer. And his dog would sit there at the doorway. I'm telling you. And everybody thought he was, a filthy, lazy homeless man, but he wasn't. That's a life he chose. He's been to New York. He's been to Alaska. He's been to Florida. He's been to Hawaii. I'm telling you, I've known a lot of people in my life. This guy, he's probably not even alive now. He'd be in his 80s. No, this guy, he's the kind of guy, he'd say, no, I just want to go out in the woods with my dog someday, or if my dog passes away, I'll just go out there and die in the woods peacefully. And he lived a fascinating life. He's been to more places than most millionaires. And he did the whole thing by working for someone about 1 day a week, traveling around. And conning, a beer out of people now and then. And he lived, 90% of it out of a backpack and his dog.